the ability to use Prime as a method of payment outside.
Me sell all your organs so I can buy myself a new house. If you want to go so much, we're going to get it. Yeah.
Hello, I'd like to contribute to raising the pig organs for Danny's surgery.
Oh, thank you so much. What contributions could you make?
I'd like to give $10 so Danny might live and take another breath and live another day for her family.
Yeah, $10 will pay her about 0.3 seconds. Thank you, John. So
No, it's for the pig organs that we are harvesting so Danny can have a successful brain surgery. We want to replace her brain with a pig brain and possibly a heart, maybe a lung, maybe a kidney.
she already has a sparrow brain.
Danny, what say you? Are you ready for this pig organ transplant surgery?
Oink, oink, yes, you do.
You can't speak English unless you can speak like this, you know.
You're not speaking. Anyway, yes, we know, of course. Oh, yes, hey, John. Hey, John, I haven't seen you for a month, I guess. How have you been?
I'm excellent. I'm in the process of raising money so Danny might live.
That's nice. So are you still live streaming? Like, the rooms are like, are we on the stream? Are we on live now?
Yes, but I'm about to leave so I can read my book and do my morning meditation and smoke my cannabis and drink my coffee.
That's nice. Were you able to have a lot of supporters, like gain a lot of supporters and followers for the past month?
Yes, we have over 10,000 supporters who tune in regularly, and everyone is very excited about Danny's upcoming surgery. They're hoping that she'll get a new brain so she'll stop coming to this dog shit app with all these dog shit people who waste all her fucking time. Maybe she could actually accomplish something in her life.
John, I actually accomplished something. I handed in my assignment on
Oh, shut up, you little runt.
What the fuck? I thought we were friends. Fuck you, John.
Don't add me on Instagram anymore. I'm not interested.
But I love you. I don't wanna, you know, make coitus with you. I just want you to...
Coitus? You think I want to rub my johnnies up against your bullies? Please. Odds fish.
Can't we just be friends?
Odds fish.
You know that you smell like bagels, though.
Smell like bacon? What is that, some type of anti-Semitic joke? You're disgusting.
Whatever you want it to be.
Are you a Muslim now? See, even your children agree. Stop wasting time with Johnny, Mummy. You're just wasting all your time. What happened to Danny? Oh, she wised up. That maybe this room was the surgery.
Yeah. John, are you lonely?
Lonely. Love. I've got love everywhere. Love coming out of my pockets. Love coming out of my shoes. I got love in my backpack. I got love in my car. I got love in my house. I got love in the sky. I got love everywhere. How can I be bored with so much love?
I love you, John.
You love me, but you don't want to do the coitus.
Not quite, but I'll do everything else.
You'll do everything else but coitus. That's me girl. What a lovely, 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 lovely girl. Hi, Danny. Danny, you're back. We thought that this was the surgery operation.
Thank you.
Don't worry, Danny.
Thank you. I appreciate you for making me see. Yeah, I don't know. Good place to be, right? Ridiculous. God. He said I'm gonna live longer than everyone.
Danny boy, like the flowers dancing. Oh, Danny boy, you've wasted so much time on Clown House. Talking to F words all day long about nothing. Oh, Danny boy. Mommy, I want to go outside and play at the park.
My son has gone to the park a lot. More than I did.
Almost there. Almost there. Okay, everybody, I'm all set up. Just about. Maybe an exit count or two.
Well, Steven Joseph do it. He told me he was selling my board in Israel. Did you were you taking from Dan's photo picture?
No, I was just kidding with Danny. I wouldn't waste my time. I'm too busy over here getting intelligent reading books.
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading the best enlightenment quotes and passages to awaken your hidden clown house Buddha.
To read classics, maybe for example from not just England or USA, like classics from like Russia, like Leo Tolstoy or like you know, like Kafka.
Kaka? Kaka?
No. I Kafka. Yeah, Kafka. Actually, he's a German, like a Jewish writer.
Jewish?
Writer, yeah. That's only like international classics. I love to read them.
Jewish people aren't very popular right now. They've been accused of genocide.
So you don't, I believe that you don't know Kafka.
I know Kaka. 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 I read something by Kafka once, like a short story. It was very morbid and maybe perhaps depressing. I think it was like how he became like a cockroach or something. Some horrible story.
It's called Metamorphosis.
Oh, Morphosis? Morpheus? Metamorphosis?
I became a cockroach too one day. Did.
You did?
I did. I became a cockroach and he did.
How did you transform back into a beautiful, radiant, intelligent woman?
I'm either none of those
Oh, you never turned back.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Still the cockroach. Go take your vitamins. Go take your vitamins and stop bothering us. Go ask your king why the fuck your country has turned into a fucking Afghanistan. It's ridiculous. Baby knows the truth. She just said my mom's a moron. She knows everything. This is true. She's also can be very, very annoying, like her son.
It's from Ireland. Aren't you, Rob? Born in Ireland. Yeah, so she's not speak like English. She's almost like an like insult. Call an Irish person. You said that, Mary, but they don't understand. You're Iranian and you understand it, but the Americans, they never will. So I just come to terms with the fact they don't understand that Irish people are not English people. Apparently, we're all the same. Yeah, everything that the English have done to your country is so fucked up. They're talking about like he said that Jewish people are doing genocide, but he has no idea what genocide that English did in Ireland. So that will be for the English people because all the weak ones died off. That's what I said. People have characteristically big, massive foreheads. They have characteristically not like English people. They have no lips and tiny, weeny caveman foreheads. Oh god. I also think that John is not from the States. I think John is from Canada. He said that he was trying to get supported for his campaign on part of Parliament, right, John?
Mary, I live in the United States of America.
Okay, so the story that you told me was so just for fun.
I was lying to you.
Of course. I know. I just want to like you know when you play video games, your character has backstory, like
Baby knows.
she was looking for your picture Michael Jackson.
Baby knows. Mommy is a wanker.
Hey, John, come on! You can't say that in front of kids. Not in England. That's illegal.
Mommy is a wanker. Okay, everyone. The time has come for the meditation. Okay, here we go. I call this the Om Show. Happiness is our natural state. Happiness is the natural state of little children, to whom the kingdom belongs until they have been polluted and contaminated by the stupidity of clubhouse society and culture. To acquire happiness, you don't have to do anything, because happiness cannot be acquired. Does anybody know why? Because we have it already. How can you acquire what you already have? Then why don't you experience it? Because you've got to drop something. You've got to drop illusions. You don't have to add anything in order to be happy. You got to drop something. Life is easy. Life is delightful. It's only hard on your illusions, your ambitions, your greed, your cravings. Do you know where these things come from? From having identified with all kinds of labels. Whoever realizes that the six senses aren't real, that the five aggregates are fictions, that no such thing can be located anywhere in the body, understands the language of Buddhas. Like a magician's illusions, dreams and a moon reflected in water, all beings and their environments are empty of inherent existence, though not solidly existent. All these appear like water bubbles coming forth in water. Presently you think you are mixed up with the mind and are trying to disentangle yourself from the turmoil of thoughts. But both the mind and the one trying to disentangle itself share the same unreality. Both are imagined inside the unchanging. What perceives this is the real. The description is not the described. I can describe the mountain, but the description is not the mountain. And if you are caught up in the description, as most people are, then you will never see the mountain. Om. Om. Happiness is our natural state. Happiness is the natural state of little children.
I like it at Dunkin'. I like the caramel.
Okay, I'll do it. Swear to
It's
God.
sweet though. It's really sweet already. I don't know how, but if you go to Starbucks, you're used to sweet coffee.
So that's why I like the cold brew, because it's not so sweet. Fuck it, I'm doing cold brew with caramel.
So what'd you think about my meditation and enlightenment training there?
Do you think I should eat gluten, John?
I think you need to probably work out and stop worrying about whether or not you should eat gluten. Like, when was the last time you broke a sweat?
It starts like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Not much because I have a heart condition. I don't die, while I'm doing it. But that would be the best time to die.
Yeah. Get really high on the treadmill.
Do they have freaking toasters here? Do y'all even have bacon?
They got bacon you can eat in snacking.
I can see it. I'm just I'm gonna car back.
Meal deal is the best deal ever.
I can see it. It says $6 meal deal.
You could get that on an everything bagel. You could get that on a croissant. You could get that on a regular bagel.
I think I'm about to do it. I think you're. God dang it! Why am I listening to Danny right now?
That's for $4 you get the coffee, but for $6 you get the sandwich. It's just such a good deal. The snacking bacon is good.
I'm biting my fingernails right now.
Ew.
I like the snacking bacon. It's really
Ew,
good.
brother, ew.
I ate
Ew,
it
brother,
the whole
why?
time.
Ew,
Come on,
brother.
you can go.
Yeah, I'm
Ew,
referencing
brother.
Uptake Oregon.
Ew, brother.
I want to see what they're talking about.
Well, so far, hundreds of people have tuned into our YouTube live, everyone. Congratulations.
Hey, yeah, can I get the $6 meal deal? I'll do the bacon, egg, and cheese. I'll do a medium iced coffee. And we'll do the hash browns. And
put a diabetic insulin injection in there for
What's
me.
in the iced coffee?
Caramel.
Caramel. Just caramel.
Sugar?
No, man, just caramel.
Are you gonna do milk?
Is there anything that does that has grounds in?
Ketchup?
Yeah, ketchup. That's good. That's it. Alright, thanks. $6.59. Danny, you are a beast.
It's such a good deal. Look at that
Ketchup. I
ketchup.
thought she was gonna have like gravy or something. I thought she was gonna upsell me on some gravy. I was
I
like,
wish they had applesauce because they taste like latkes or sour cream. They would be so good with either of those.
Brock, when was the last time you went to the gym?
3 months ago.
Oh. When was the last time you did a hip rotation and pulled and did, stretched your hamstrings?
Yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
I do that every morning. Give me 1 second. They're probably gonna ask for like a 1 second. $6.59. Can I do a tap?
Put some respect on that name. Call that guy Mr. Brock.
It's not working.
You want my dear?
There you go. Alright, got it. That's crazy. You need your receipt? No, thanks. I'm at Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, sure. Thanks. So I'm trying to pay with tab, and then he's like, I'm like, it's not working. And he was like, it's because you didn't click how much you're tipping me.
I ate Rocky Road at 31 Flavors recently, and like for one scoop it's like $6, and then if you want 2 scoops it's only like $7. So the barrier to entry is like fucking high, it's kind of ridiculous. You got to go with that 2 scoop, 3 scoop,
Thank you, sir. Have a good one,
maybe get a cup and then share the Rocky Road. Life is better sharing.
I think like you, John, like when I go to get I never thought of it, barrier to entry sounds like really smart, like the, words that I don't know. But yeah, that's why I love the $6 meal deal. It's just so cheap, you're saving so much money. It's just like marketing genius. It's like a win-win for everybody.
It means there's a lot of people competing, and it means that so to me, to rank supreme, basically.
But when I go get spumoni from Ralph's, I want to get a big thing of it because I just feel like I'm saving so much money, and I'll eat it over time.
Where do you live, Danny?
New York.
I need help. I have to go to Springfield, and I have to stop off in Peoria and get about 400 more signatures before I submit my petition packet.
Are there events to go to? Are you allowed to just solicit at fairs?
Yeah.
Farm stands,
All those fair.
farmers markets, go to the Greek events. I always see them all.
Danny, you can pull your tits out at any freaking festival you want, and you'll be famous. You'll be the girl that listen, on Clubhouse, you're already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got this.
Wow. or something against the Pope.
My God, it's so good. $6. $6 motherfucking dollars, bro.
I'm telling you, it's the best deal.
So wait, what did you get? What is only $6?
A $6 meal deal, bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel with a medium iced coffee. She said, "What do you want to put in it?" And then he said, she shouted caramel, and I said caramel. What else did I get? I think I have something else. I don't know. It's a meal deal.
The
What?
butter pecan is so good. They have pistachio all spring. It was so good.
Wait, what is it? Is it a sandwich? A breakfast sandwich?
Well, these are flavors of coffee.
He kicked me.
Absolutely, Jim, bro.
There he is.
Wait, I put my phone there before my phone was. All I do is come on this app, get on stage, and throw my phone somewhere.
I kept trying to understand the chat, and I'm like,
Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town, Chicago, Chicago, I will show you around. I love it. Kick me.
You know, during Passover, for example. Very tender, they said, pain, broad.
Open was one of those places where it was life and death.
It's kind of crazy. They can cut so many vegetables. Cannot. Water, all beings and their environments are empty of inherent existence, though not solidly existent. All these appear like water bubbles coming forth in water. Presently, you think you are mixed up with the mind and are trying to disentangle yourself from the turmoil of thoughts. But both the mind and the one trying to disentangle itself share the same unreality. Both are imagined inside the unchanging. What perceives this is the real. Water, all beings and their environments are empty of inherent existence, though not solidly existent. All these appear like water bubbles. The I does not at all exist, is its own reality. We live in illusion. Water, all beings and their environments are empty of inherent existence.
How much was it? How much was it?
They gave it to me.
So you're not gonna tell me how much was it?
They gave it to me.
I don't believe you.
Why?
How are they gonna give you something like that?
They gave to me like, hey.
How much was it? How much was it?
They gave it to me.
So you're not gonna tell me how much was it?
They gave it to me.
I don't believe you.
Why?
How are they gonna give you something like that?
They gave to me like, hey.
How much was it? How much was it?
They gave it to me.
So you're not gonna tell me how much was it?
They gave it to me.
I don't believe you.
Why?
How are they gonna give you something like that?
They
approaching 5,000 videos, not subscribed. It should be the other way around, but when you do it this way, everything's backwards. Do you know that even when you look at a tree and say, that is an oak tree, or that is a banyan tree, the naming of the tree, which is botanical knowledge, has so conditioned your mind that the word comes between you and actually seeing the tree. To come in contact with the tree, you have to put your hand on it, and the word will not help you to touch it. All philosophies are mental fabrications. There has never been a single doctrine by which one could enter the true essence of things. To remain stable is to refrain from trying to separate yourself from a pain because you know that you cannot. Running away from fear is fear. Fighting pain is pain. Trying to be brave is being scared. If the mind is in pain, the mind is pain. The thinker has no other form than his thought. There is no escape. If a man considers that he is born, he cannot avoid the fear of death. Let him find out if he has been born or if the self has any birth. He will discover that the self always exists, that the body that is born resolves itself into thought, and that the emergence of thought is the root of all mischief. Find from where thoughts emerge. Then you will be able to abide in the ever-present inmost self and be free from the idea of birth and the fear of death. Fear is a natural reaction to moving closer to the truth. To be fully alive, fully human, and completely awake is to be continually thrown out of the nest. To live fully is to be always in no man's land, to experience each moment as completely new and fresh. The fear of anything is the fear of death, and the fear of death is the same as the fear of life. You cannot live fully until you are willing to die fully. You cannot die fully until you are willing to meet the fear of death fully. If you really meet the fear of death, you are at peace. You recognize what cannot die. To meet death is not suicide, nor is it the least bit dangerous. It only seems dangerous. What is dangerous? What is a living suicide? Is to live your life in bondage to the belief that you are limited to a body or a mind or anything. As long as you resist the fact of death and hide from death through the tricks of the mind, you will suffer. The naming of the tree, which is botanical knowledge, is so conditioned your mind.
Happiness is our natural state. Happiness is the natural state of living. Do you know that even when you look at a tree and say, that is no tree, that is a
So yesterday it was like,
the naming of
you're reading books you didn't even
is
read.
historical knowledge.
You're
So
stealing.
conditioned your mind that the word comes between you and actually seeing the tree. To come in contact with the tree, you have to put your hand on it, and the word will not help you to touch it. All philosophies are mental fabrications. There has never been a single doctrine by which one could enter the true essence of things. To remain stable is to refrain from trying to separate yourself from a pain because you know that you cannot. Running away from fear is fear. Fighting pain is pain. Trying to be brave is being scared. If the mind is in pain, the mind is pain. The thinker has no other form than his thought. There is no escape. If a man considers that he is born, he cannot avoid the fear of death. Let him find out if he has been born or if the self has any birth. You will discover that the self always exists, that the body that is born resolves itself into thought, and that the emergence of thought is the root of all mischief. Find from where thoughts emerge. Then you will be able to abide in the ever-present inmost self, and be free from the idea of birth and the fear of death. Fear is a natural reaction to moving closer to the truth. To be fully alive, fully human, and completely awake is to be continually thrown out of the nest. To live fully is to be
He says, of all the Jews,
okay, this next chapter is called Love. There is one thing I can tell you for sure. All is well. Everything is unfolding as it should. I can tell you that truly nothing is wrong anywhere. If you think you have a problem, that's the mistake. Thinking you have a problem. As soon as you stop thinking, everything will go alright. Always say yes to the present moment. What could be more futile, more insane than to create inner resistance to what already is? Truly, it is one of the unforeseen pleasures of the first person to gaze unabashed into the faces of one's friends without feeling or thinking anything in particular. Just see them for what they always were, things for looking at and never for looking out of. This isn't an unloving state, reducing you to a cardboard cutout. Quite the reverse. It is a most loving refusal to separate my consciousness from yours. and it removes the last barrier between us, liberated from the superstition of plural spirits. We are at last really one. This is the perfect love which casts out fear, the fear inseparable from living in a haunted world. Love is the recognition of oneness in a world of duality. This is the birth of God into the world of form. Love makes the world less worldly, less dense, more transparent to the divine dimension, the light of consciousness itself. Aloneness simply means completeness. You are whole. There is no need of anybody else to complete you. So try to find out your innermost center, where you are always alone, have always been alone. In life, in death, wherever you are, you will be alone. But it is so full. It is not empty. It is so full and so complete, so overflowing with all the juices of life, with all the beauties and benedictions of existence, that once you have tasted your aloneness, the pain in the heart disappear. Instead, a new rhythm of tremendous sweetness, peace, joy, bliss will be there.
There's one thing I can tell you for sure. All is well. Everything is unfolding as it should. I can tell you that truly nothing is wrong anywhere. If you think you have a problem, that's a mistake. Thinking you have a problem. Soon as you stop thinking, everything will go right. Say yes to the present moment. It can be more futile or insane than to create inner resistance to what already is. Surely it is one of the unforeseen pleasures of the first person to gaze unabashed into the faces of one's friends without feeling anything in particular. Just see them for what they always were. Things for looking at, never for looking out of. This isn't an unloving state, reducing you to a cardboard cutout, like the reverse. It is a most loving refusal to separate my consciousness from yours, and it removes the last barrier between us, right from the superstition of plural spirits. We are at last really one. This is the perfect love which casts out fear, the fear inseparable from living in a haunted world. Love is the recognition of oneness in a world of duality. This is the birth of God into the world of form. Love makes the world less worldly, less dense, more transparent. Do you know that even when you look at a tree and say, that is an oak tree, or that is a banyan tree, the naming of the tree, which is botanical knowledge, has so conditioned your mind that the word comes between you and actually seeing the tree. To come in contact with the tree, you have to put your hand on it, and the word will not help you to touch it. All philosophies are mental fabrications. There has never been a single doctrine by which one could enter the true essence of things. To remain stable is to refrain from trying to separate yourself from the pain because you know that you cannot. Running away from fear is fear. Fighting pain is pain.
Some niggas can't handle rejection, man. It really hurts their feelings, bro. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas can't take the answer no. It really be fucking with some niggas, man. For real. It do.
And
We
then
gotta
they
know,
expect
bro.
they expect a woman to go ahead and approach them and shit.
Some niggas can't handle that shit, bro. That's the problem, bro. Like,
Hey fellas, let me tell y'all something. I was high school, the one of the coolest niggas in high school. All the hoes on this nigga shit. After high school, I see this nigga bag bitches in front of me. I bag females, but one day he tried to holler at this one fine ass chick and she dissed him. It don't matter who it is. You could be that nigga and the girl still will say no to your ass. So it happens. So don't let that stop you. That's all I got to say. Don't let that
Niggas
stop
just be
you.
scared. Wait, guys, hold on one second, Star. Pass. I got a question. What happened with the neurosurgeon?
all that man business.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
What you mean? What happened?
Like, I don't know.
Just like this with this economy.
And I do feel like we gotta start teaching the kids because at this point they don't know this for Roblox.
Okay, this is flute meditation music. This is Candidate John. back you up, Pac-Man. Beep, 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 beep. Eating all those little dots while all those little spooks come out of the closet. Have you ever thought about what Pac-Man is? Pac-Man is you. Moment to moment, dot to dot, while F words and N words come out of the closet trying to kill you. That's you. Pac-Man. Traditional Chinese flute player. Traditional Chinese flute music. John Kitover has been accused of being an egregious Chinese flute music player because he just plays some of the notes like super long. He's like the laziest Chinese flute player you've ever heard. But you know what? It actually sounds a lot better when you take your time. And I think it's a good metaphor for life. Take your motherfucking time, brother. That's what I'm saying, Pac-Man. That's my new mantra. Take your motherfucking time, Pac-Man. Ain't no rush. Ain't no rush. Take your motherfucking time, Pac-Man. What you think about that? What you think about that? What you think, Pac-Man? That's my new 3-minute hit on YouTube.
Do you know that even with
Called Traditional Chinaman Flute Music. But I'm actually also doing a meditation show here called Om. Om is the sound of the universe, the sound of creation. Om, the sound of all sounds. Om, a positive vibration from the interstellar universe. Welcome to the show, Dr. Pac-Man.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm flowing with the vibes of the universe, baby.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Om is the sound of all sounds. Om. Om is the sound of creation. Om.
Do you honestly believe this?
Om. The consciousness in you and the consciousness in me, apparently two, really one, seek unity, and that is love. Om. The only thing that is eternal is love. This love is the beloved and the lover. You are not to make any efforts in this relationship. When you are in front of your beloved, this beloved will not ask you to make any effort. This beloved will take care of you, and whatever she does, you will accept it. At that time, you will not think what is going on, because in love, there is no dialogue. Om, in love there is no dialogue, no question, no answer, simply both are quiet. You are quiet and your beloved is quiet. Something great is about to happen now. You have to wait. When you don't make any separation between the beloved and the lover, you have found the secret that you have never been separated from anything. This is all you have to do. Did you get this secret? Om. Honor everything, let everything be exactly the way it is. Honor all and leave all alone, let pain persist. Allow rage to roar, tension to taunt, and anxiety to annihilate. Om. Okay, so this has been Flute Meditation Music with John. Thanks for being here.
Have more money in her salary than him.
Condition. He doesn't have the training. You could not realize that. I thought the correlation between George Floyd case was we were looking at, let's say, police
Ain't thinking about this dumbass conversation.
Comfortable. You should. Now, are you still a leader? Absolutely.
I
should
would.
feel uncomfortable. Yes. You should feel
I
uncomfortable
would.
because you're the, and you know why?
It's spoiled.
No, because you are putting on your life's income to thrive and enjoy the
Don't
household.
bring John back up, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
From my understanding, okay, like okay, like they like they worship the great. If they like I don't know, because I came from background and I saw the love of the man. Yeah, no.
Oh, John. John, I wish you could contribute to the conversation. Chosen, did you see my message? I responded to you. The message that I received comes from God. It didn't come from the Quran, but I know it's in the Quran. Do I know where it is in the Quran? No, I don't. I'm not ready yet. But I know it's there. How do I know it's there? I know because it's been revealed to me. I can find it. I can go in. I'll go in the Quran now and use ChatGPT.
This is like next level trolling.
Okay, but it's not one that should be foreign to you. It's a message you've received several times before. Jesus said the same thing. The prophets before Jesus said the same thing.
Welcome to
And
the
I
show,
know it will be in the
Dr.
Quran
Pac-Man.
because Muhammad is a true prophet.
I'm flowing with the vibes of the universe.
You read the book. You read the book 3 times and you've never seen a single ayah in the Quran that says you should love people.
Of all sounds.
Okay, so now I'm gonna pull it up. You've read the Quran 3 times and you've never seen a single one. Let's pull it. Surah 283. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Speak kindly to all people. Okay? Talks about say good words to people. Surah 283. That's kindness.
The consciousness in you and the consciousness in
it doesn't say Muslims. It doesn't say Jews. Okay?
Really one.
Surah 4:36.
And
Do
that
good
is
to everyone.
We're about to blast them with the flute.
Including parents,
the only thing
relatives,
that is
orphans,
eternal
the
is
poor.
love.
It doesn't say if the orphans are Muslim.
Is
It doesn't say the orphans believe
you are not to make any efforts
it says orphans, including atheist orphans,
when you are
including
in
Jewish
front of your
orphans.
beloved.
The
This
poor,
beloved will not
the
ask you to
near
make
and
any
the
effort.
distant, even those
This
in
beloved
Israel,
will take care
even
of
those
you.
in Gaza. The companion by your side. The first person you see in front of you when you leave, wherever you are, or whoever is beside you, and the traveler. All people. That includes all people. Okay? Surah 60 verse 8.
Reality alone will remain.
Be fair and kind to even to non-Muslims who aren't hostile.
Plays the game of being two.
Okay?
Water all beings and
Allah does not forbid you from being kind and just towards those who do not fight you.
all it's real. Then
Be kind. Okay? Surah 41:34. Repel hostility with goodness, so enmity turns into closer friendship. Doesn't say kill the hostiles. It says repel it with goodness. Oh, he said about another prophet coming. Okay, so you will, again, this is a message delivered to me. It doesn't have to be in the Quran.
that gives seeming
Referring to the
to
message.
receive
Muhammad didn't go to the Bible to get a message. Jesus didn't go to the Torah to get his message.
Something right.
Yeah, Jesus received the Injil. Okay, that was a unique message for him. Okay.
What do you mean he said like? What do you mean he said the Quran like that? I mean, I told like Jesus is like Yeah,
I'm not a Christian. I've been saying this over and over again. I'll say it 10 times more because I think there's still a belief that I'm saying that I'm a Muslim prophet. I wonder what the stats are and how many female debaters get married.
Like, I'm an ENTP.
Fucked up. God damn it. I can't do this.
Me too, and my comment was, I know I'm an ENTP because I can't imagine why anyone else would not want to be.
They kicked me.
My bad. Did I mess up the room?
No, because you want to know something? I definitely agree with that. I wholeheartedly. And the thing is what
Kick him out, but I think he got
Who's talking about it?
okay. I'm so sorry. They got on my fucking.
Gentlemen of the jury, the only thing that is eternal is love. This love is the beloved and the lover. You are not to make any efforts in this relationship. When you are in front of your beloved, this beloved will not ask you to make any effort. This beloved will take care of you, and whatever she does, you will accept it. At that time, you will not think what is going on, because in love, there is no dialogue. In love, there is no dialogue, no question, no answer. Simply both are quiet. You are quiet, and your beloved is quiet, and something great is about to happen now. You have to wait. When you don't make any separation between the beloved and the lover, you have found the secret that you have never been separated from anything. This is all you have to do. Did you get this secret? Honor everything. Let everything be exactly the way it is. Honor all and leave all alone. Let pain persist. Allow rage to roar, tension to taunt, and anxiety to annihilate. If you can do this, all the illusory guards blocking God will die. What will be left, my friend, is the fearless state, the end of the fear of love. This absolute intimacy of pure experiencing is what we call love. It is the absence of distance, separation, or otherness. There is no room for two there. Love is the experience of pure non-duality. Wisdom tells me I am nothing. Love tells me I am everything. And between the two, my life flows. This is some black chick in a room called Tongues of Fire. She's just sitting there going, da, 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 da.
Honor everything. Let everything be exactly the way. This is probably the most intelligent clubhouse I've ever heard. The unintelligible clubhouse. Did you get this secret? Honor everything. Let everything be exactly the way it is. Honor all and leave all alone. Let pain persist. Allow rage to roar, tension to taunt, and anxiety to annihilate. If you can do this, all the illusory guards blocking God will die. What will be left, my friend, is the fearless state, the end fear of love. This absolute intimacy of pure experiencing is what we call love. It is the absence of distance, separation, or otherness. There is no room for two there. Love is the experience of pure non-duality. Wisdom tells me I am nothing. Love tells me I am everything. And between the two, my life flows. Do you know that even when you look at a tree and say, that is an oak tree, or that is a banyan tree, the naming of the tree, which is botanical knowledge, has so conditioned your mind that the word comes between you and actually seeing the tree. To come in contact with the tree, you have to put your hand on it, and the word will not help you to touch it. All philosophies are mental fabrications. There has never been a single doctrine by which one could enter the true essence of things. To remain stable is to refrain from trying to separate yourself from a pain because you know that you cannot. Running away from fear is fear. Fighting pain is pain. Trying to be brave is being scared. At that time, you will not think what is going on because in love, there is no dialogue. In love,
it is funny playing with people or really just like saying ridiculous things to people on the internet.
What's this worker doing? It might not be what you think. At first glance, it looks like mining, but in reality, they're building a tunnel. Most people are familiar with giant tunnel boring machines that slowly chew their way forward through soil and rock. But here the crew is using a different technique called the drill and split method. Here's the trick. Rock has very high compressive strength, meaning it's hard to crush by pressure, but its tensile and shear strength are much weaker. Engineers take advantage of that weakness. First, a hard rock drilling machine with a special bit bores a series of closely spaced holes along the tunnel outline, just as planned on the design. The cores are removed, leaving small gaps around the perimeter. Next comes the combination of manpower and tools. Depending on how tough the rock is, workers either chip away at it with hammers or use mechanical tools like splitters and hydraulic breakers to separate large chunks from the tunnel face. Bit by bit, the rock is broken, cleared, and the tunnel begins to take shape. By repeating this cycle again and again, what looks like simple rock cutting slowly transforms into a fully carved underground tunnel. What's this worker doing? It might not be what you think.
In ancient times, when excavating tunnels,
watch closely. These crew members are cleaning up the cargo hold, and one wrong move could cost them their lives. The ship had just carried coal, but its next job is hauling grain. That means the hold has to be spotless. No coal dust, no residue, absolutely clean. The pay, though, makes the risk tempting. 17 sailors can earn $300,000 if they finish the job in 6 days. But the scale is massive. This ship's cargo hold can carry up to 10,000 tons, and the height alone is intimidating. Cleaning it isn't just sweeping, it's a dangerous grind. The crew uses high-pressure hoses to blast every corner, and for spots the water can't reach, they have to climb up and scrape by hand. The rules are strict. No leftover coal, no water droplets on the walls, no puddles on the floor. Inspectors will even use drones to check hidden areas. And here's the catch. Most of the time, even after days of hard labor, crews still fail the inspection. When that happens, the shipping company calls in professionals. With the right equipment and experience, these specialists can get the job done in just a single day and pass the inspection with ease. Would you risk your life for a paycheck like that? What's this worker doing?
All I gotta do is clean a boat, and I can make $100,000. So we have tons and tons of videos on private. Wow, we got ones even from 11 months ago. Let's. This is wild. What is this? Oh shit. Okay, this is a Clubhouse secret you must hear. Great poem, salute.
It's that and the third, and all I did was go get the real work. You know, I went and pulled Ariola's brother's obituary, got his daughter's information, all that, you know, good stuff, and some other things I'm not gonna mention. I wanted to be a surprise for him, you know? But it's just like, yeah, every bitch that played with me, I got y'all. So I was like, what we doing now?
Ariota.
Still running around the app PTR and some ugly bitch from St. Louis saying it's my mama. Child, I need every bitch that said they was really doxing to just sit the fuck down. Because I think I'm the only nigga doxing, no shade.
This is why he doesn't have a car. He spends all his time playing with people in Clubhouse. And he doesn't have a car.
But this is why you don't have any kids or family.
I have 8 kids.
Or anybody that loves you.
I have 8 kids.
You don't have 8.
Seriously,
We done already ran the paperwork on you. I got your bankruptcies. I got so much stuff on you. Ariota is going to be, like I said, it's going to be unfair. It's literally going to be unfair. So if I was you, I'd just shut the fuck up. No shade. I have so much shit on air. They're gonna have content for like months. This nigga's 60. Like, you know how much shit you can do in 60 years? I got all of it. So while these niggas was sitting on the app straight doxing me easy, I got off the app for a day and I was really taking them jogging up. While these niggas was on the app fake doxing me, Kiki and Kakan, I stepped off the app for a day and I started real doxing. You know? So now it's just like, what up? Ariota went from saying he was gonna dox me to he.
Who did the homie defeat? They just defeated the people of White, right?
I want to teach this in the schools over there.
You said what?
They don't teach this in the schools over there. It's something about.
Yes, they do. What are you talking about?
I went to
Who told you
secondary
that?
school. I went to secondary school.
They don't teach.
We can say whatever we want about America is evil and what we do and how we can maintain and keep power.
everybody else falls, and it's going to be an ugly situation because then somebody's going to also jostle for to be the new superpower. Yeah. So don't. You know what? I was going to do it this weekend, but I couldn't because it was storming outside. Oh, yeah, man. This man is full of shit, man. Yeah, we hear you, man. We heard you. God, you are keeping God's law. Period. That's it. So no, they're not teaching it at all. Let me give you a clean no, bro. Crying loud and sparing not. I understand that now, and that's only from me now, having positive interaction with you guys. So that's just my stance, bro. Yes, sir. And on top of that, little 1423. That job can you
Luke chapter 14, verse 23.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 23. The Lord sent unto the servant. All right.
That's a little, okay, all right, thank you.
And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in.
Should I apply? That's not healthy. So what I'm trying to do these days is say, you know what? Let's not put ourselves in a position of desperation where we need the executive. Let's.
I said, go ahead. I'll tell you. I started laughing when she said, I started looking for the 60. I said, oh, there it goes. Because you know, they got shit. They were for years. I just want to be left alone so I can be human nature, I was at the in Maryland. We have parks with water. People do a lot of bike trail walking. This park is like 2 miles, 2.5, whatever long. So I stopped where there's like a little pavilion on the water, little place where you can do a little pit stop, and it's like a pavilion that's on the water. So I'm sitting there minding my business, I had a real bad day at work, and so all of a sudden somebody, because everybody can see everybody across the water. Once you go around, there's no cutting through. You either gotta finish it or turn around and go back. So I'm standing there, had a bad day at work. Somebody wants to mess with me. If we didn't resolve, I just think it was funny because it reminded me of you when you said that I was looking. Somebody had one of those little planes, the little remote control planes, and they flew it over and they hovered right in front of me. I said, see, now who in this damn park messing with me? And I turned and walked to the other end of the little teeny pavilion. Just walk with me. I don't know nobody in this area. I said, who is messing with me? And so I looked like I'm gonna, so all of a sudden I did what you did. I said, give me a rock. I started looking for a rock. I mean, it stood there for like 5 minutes waiting, bothering me. I don't know to this day who it was. I started looking for a rock. It turned to the left and it went up in the air. I said, you're gonna be lucky. I was looking for the biggest rock. And it was in, I guess, 2 arm reach. That's how close it was. But it was over the water, so I couldn't reach it. I'm like, when you said that, it reminded me of what I kind of got the same way. Okay, you want to mess with me? Give me a rock. I'm gonna knock you into the water. That's 60 years. That's crazy. You're right. You want to play with me, okay? And it was nice and sharp to this thing. I'm laughing because it reminds me of me so much. Look, you didn't even get there. You just went into big mode. John, what you doing, John? You come in here with all this noise. John, what you want to talk about? I don't think John is here to talk. Let's see what John is talking about. Oh, I was worried knocking into the goo. Go ahead, John. Now he doesn't know he's on.
like real frequency.
Right.
Raisha, where's that tune?
I'll be right back in a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, you know how much shit you can do in 60 years? I got all of it. So a lot of these niggas will sit on the house.
I no longer talk to people. I flute with people. That's it. We're done with the words. We're going straight to the flute. This is the John Kitover Candid Congressman podcast. Go to johnforcongress.com. Notorious, notorious, notorious. That's right. My name is Notorious. I'm a big fat motherfucker. I eat McDonald's cheeseburgers. Welcome, Notorious.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Can you please off this replays on? Disable.
Delambara Khiriteng Shode.
Why don't you disable this replay?
Replays are on. Welcome to the room, Notorious.
But is it mandatory or what?
Mandatory?
Yes.
No.
No. Why? Why did you? So John, how
Will be left, my friend, of the jury. Question, no answer, simple. Oh, you are whole, then it will go around. In fresh, water all in fresh. The fear of anything is the fear of death, and their fear of death is the same as the fear of life.
Okay, so what's up, Notorious?
Sorry, can you please come again?
Om is the sound of sounds. Om the sound of the universe. Om is the sound of creation. Om. Om is the sound of sounds, the sound of creation. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to my podcast. Om is the sound of the universe.
Where do you live, John?
Om is the sound of my location.
I don't think the mechanics work the house anymore.
Hello, Lisa. Lisa. Can you please pull over, John?
Because they have a couple drinks of the bitty, cause I'm not, they wanna kiss all the goody, cause they got the taste of a bitty girl. Champagne on the pretty girl, chocolate, it never happened in another world. Yeah, it's a blessing, it's a curse, so keep on pretending. Cause they have a couple drinks of the bitty, cause I'm not, they wanna kiss all the goody, cause they got the taste of a bitty girl. Champagne on the pretty girl, chocolate.
Just as much as the stars, the ocean, and the clouds. The patterns of your thoughts, your laughter, your sorrow. They are every bit as natural as the ripples in water or the sound of thunder. Just as much as the stars, the ocean, and the clouds. The patterns of your thoughts, your laughter, your sorrow. They are every bit as natural as the ripples in water or the sound of thunder. Just as much as the stars, the ocean, and the clouds. The patterns of your thoughts, your laughter, your sorrow. They are every bit as natural as the ripples in water or the sound of thunder. Just as much as the stars, the ocean, and the clouds. The patterns of your thoughts, your laughter.
Like this man or that, because it's only someone that knows that too long. He contacted the other one to tell him that
Constitution, read by candidate Congressman, read by candidate Congressman, Congressman John.
Yeah, they are all records. Like, the family sued them for
No future.
No
one listening. You cannot hear yourself listening.
So they're not able to
You
get
live in the
everything,
eternal
but
now,
they're able to get
and you are that.
Why is this wicked nice?
In the stillness of the night, the goddess whispers. In the bright of the day, the god roars.
Well, in as much as I don't know if I should say don't trust anybody, Sha. At the same time, try right will before you buy. You
for the sake of your children, it's safer that way. Because even the banks are going to say you don't have any money in that account. Because I've heard of cases like that. Even very that had a case like that.
That's why it's better to invest in properties.
Hello, mister.
Hi there. Would you like to sign my petition?
Hello, mister.
My former boss had 2 schools.
Yeah.
The 2 schools, she had 2 children. The name of the first school was her first daughter's name.
That's what I've seen one. I've seen one
The
that
document is written
lady actually
this child's name school. The child's name was written in the legal document. Then the other one the same thing too. There is no way. What you want to say? You want to call it a paper, write the name of the paper is
I wonder why we don't encourage more
and the car is written
of
on my
going to school
no
abroad.
matter even if you bought it with your money, you cannot come and take the car from me because it has his name. So for me, that's what I'm saying. Buy property and put it in my name. In my child's name. There's no need for less of kin. Like she be less of kin already anyways. So if the child is not up to 18, that's where you should be worried. Maybe the other people.
How much was it? How much was it? How much was it?
I can't answer. So.
Yeah. Apart from
Down in the chat, it is the trapdoor. Stop talking about it.
Actually, an investigative journalist.
That's right.
Actually, an investigative.
How much was it?
So back to parents' love case. Karen, I said.
What will be left, my friend, is the fearless state. The end of the fear of love. This absolute intimacy of pure experiencing is what we call love. It is the absence of distance, separation, or otherness. There is no room for two there. Love.
A lot of things were obviously not the way she placed or she felt because she felt sick and then she had to be there for you constantly. She never knew that she would be in such situation. You understand? In her life probably. And then
sounds like they're trying to defend the
no, I'm not trying to defend her. You get, I'm just still trying to understand. You get, if there was a point, he would say, okay, yeah, that she probably must have like giving up on love or something like that. And it's not like I'm trying to defend her.
Do you know the biggest disrespect?
What was it? Bringing a man to the house
and having sex with him right there when she knows he's there.
No, I don't think he was there.
I was there. Is that what he said? Hey, he was there. I was there.
You were there. Or maybe you thought.
This is called the traditional Chinese flute.
Your mic.
I saw a dude with fringes on in the club, or I saw him eating a pork sandwich, or I saw her at this dude's house. You know, they make sincerely feel like that. But you have the select few
him in sincerity and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
Right, you got some people that sincerely.
I'd like to talk with that being so.
So why don't we stop right there though? Because we disagree on the fact. Should we go look at the charter and see where it says that we do?
Hold on.
Let's go look at the charter together.
Okay, I don't think this is the right room. I don't think speaking to Zionists is helpful at all because they'll just continue lying and bringing up different topics and stuff. And
Let's look at the charter together.
So I'm going to look at the room and hopefully we can talk later. Have a good day. Fuck Israel.
Don't you want to look at the charter, don't answer? Maybe we should take like a month. Well, that went well.
Who is becoming better or being happier? Enlightenment.
I wish there were peace on both sides. I wish there were peace on both sides. I feel there's just too many hands in the pot. You know, and the hands that are in the pot are reasonably biased to one side or the other.
Well, what we have is a thriving unity that we see among the Arab world now with a vision for peace.
See, we have, El Norma, we have Tanya. I know that sounds ridiculous, but we have super intelligence to essentially refute what a lot of these dingbats are saying and stating, and the fact that they don't understand Jewish philosophy, I would say, is, you know, one of the reasons why they're so politically polarized.
Well, anytime you bring up Tanya, it's a beautiful thing. If you have a passage, I'm sure it'll help the entire room, especially Prophet Seneca.
Well, I was playing the Chinese flute to Prophet Seneca, and he said, you know, I wish you could contribute something, but I was playing the flute. Music, politic, magic, rhetoric, you know, all these words that end with a C, Islamic, they all deal with intelligence. So I can read some Tanya if you want.
Well, it's Prophet Seneca's room, so I want to be guided by him, although it is beautiful stuff. I just have to mention
read it if you want.
Anybody in the room who might care, I had kosher Persian food 2 nights ago, and it was one of the most delicious experiences of my life. It wasn't cheap, by the way. It was on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, a place is called Eshel, E-S-H-E-L, and it was just a gorgeous experience. Beautiful kosher Jewish Persian experience. It gave me hope, by the way. And while I was there, we were talking about the fact that even today there are many synagogues in Iran or Persia. So I have hopes for the region. I'm sorry to interject my culinary travels, but I do want to get the time.
Yeah, I had some Persian food at this place called Kebabi here in Chicago. Wow, ecstasy.
I agree with you on the ecstasy. I even brought some leftovers home.
Okay, this is interesting. This is what the commentary says. The only thing that is eternal is love. This love is the beloved and the lover. You are not to make any efforts in this relationship. When you are in front of your beloved, this beloved will not ask you to make any effort. This beloved will take care of you, and whatever she does, you will accept it. At that time, you will not think what is going on, because in love, there is no dialogue. In love, There is no dialogue, no question, no answer. Simply both are quiet. You are quiet, and your beloved is quiet, and something great is about to happen now. You have to wait. When you don't make any separation between the beloved and the lover, you have found the secret. That you have never been separated from anything. This is all you have to do. Did you get this secret?
Beautiful, John. Alexander, I don't know, maybe you should come up. I mean, it's weird to say that the fact that a nation exists and has an identity is propaganda. It's an actual fact. But, you know, Prophet, over the course of this past, whatever, 40 minutes or so, I'm starting to take you seriously. I thought you were sort of semi-trolling. And I think the mention of the word pork is a bit haram, so it makes me a little uncomfortable. But again, it's your choice, and I know you have a point. But it sounds like you are in favor of both sides, let's say, in Muslim terms, submitting to God and deferring to God. And I get that big time. And I know that is definitely, I mean, if I can speak for myself, but as a Jew, it's the perspective of a Jewish person. Even when we fail, because we're not great at it, you know, we're human, we're fighting our own lower inclinations. But, you know, I hate to sound like a liberal, but I have Muslim friends, and that's what I get from them. And I've heard them call us, what do you call them, Din Amin, husbands to the father, and the people of the book, and all that kind of stuff. And we have peace with very important Arab nations like UAE and Bahrain. I forget what else now is in the Abraham Accords, but it's expanding. I think Saudi has been on board. They just everything but signing the paper, you know. Because Israel is, we share common enemies for one thing. The Muslim fundamentalism or the Islamic Brotherhood and the Iranian revolutionary genocide regime. So, you know, I feel that we can unite against evil. The Arab nations and the Jewish nation.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly, and I was actually instructed by Allah to change the title of the club to messages from Allah
Next level fucking troller here.
to Muslims. Alexander, what's not true? Is it what Allah said?
Let me ask you a question, Prophet. So, if you claim that you are a representative of Allah and you communicate with Allah, are you not just being political?
Well, I'm not really associated with the politics. I don't really understand it as much.
Well, you got to look at the word political. It's polity, which is really the root word of politeness. And so I think you're pretty polite and social, but I think you're going to meet a lot of disgruntled, you know, community members. That's my experience.
Yeah, of course. And this is one of the prophecies in the Quran, that any prophet will be rejected by people.
That's my lived experience.
It's just a pattern. So I actually expect it. Look, Alexander, feel free to say what you were going to say.
I'll be with you in a moment.
It's a nice message up top. I'm sure there's a lot of people on this app that desperately need to read it and reread it. El Normo, I was in a room on X yesterday listening to the most horrific, awful, racist, bigoted, despicable, slimy communication coming out of individuals with millions and millions and millions of followers. And, you know, I asked them, what's the silver lining where, you know, you become a bigot, a racist, and you would be shocked at the response. You know, it's all or nothing. And if you were to make those same statements against any other group of people, you would be castigated, you know, criticized. But when it comes to J words, these anti-Semitic, racist, I would call them, you know, white supremacists, neo-Nazis, they are gathering in the thousands and making the dumbest statements ever imaginable. And it's easy to fall into it if you are an American and you're looking for some type of answer to why perhaps your life sucks or you think that this country sucks. And it's really all just, it's like a lack of knowledge or a large language model. And unless you can prick that bubble or get outside of that bubble, you are your own victim.
So, I'm a little disappointed in the interaction with the fellow who left. And I'm not trying to say anything ill about him or do lashon hara. I just wish that if I make a statement, he can tell me if he agrees or disagrees, and then we can take a look at it and see if we can find any truth, and then we could ask the same thing about what he says. Let's examine the truth of the claim.
Hello.
Yeah.
Are all Jews Middle Eastern? Do all Jews come from the Middle East?
All Jews come from Judea. And when you say come from...
Wait a minute. So all Jews come from...
I want to answer your question, and then I'll listen to you. I'll try to go... Hang on, I haven't finished. Wait, let me finish. So, culturally, historically, ancestrally, genetically,
Okay, go to Jennifer Congressman.
we are all Jews of Judea. And as I said before, we share a founding document, the Torah. We share a land of Israel, a historical homeland. We share a calendar. We share a language, which is Hebrew.
Okay, I understand.
I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
You answered me.
I haven't finished, though.
You answered me.
I haven't finished.
You said yes. That's the
I haven't finished.
Okay?
I haven't finished.
Yes.
I haven't finished. When I'm done, then you go. We share a land, a founding document, a calendar, a cuisine, a set of laws.
You don't share any of these things that you mentioned.
Well, let's start with the first one. Okay, hang on. Don't yell at me. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. Okay, hang on.
Just
You're yelling at me. Let's start with the first one. Hang on. Wait, hang on. Brother, Alexander. Let's start with the Torah. Every Jew shares the Torah, whether or not we live up to say it. We all share the Torah, even if we don't live up to all of the laws.
Some don't believe that. I'm wrong. They don't believe that. They don't accept that. They're atheists.
If an intellectual part is common, the reason also in respect of which we are rational beings is common. If this is so, common also is the reason which commands us what to do and what not to do. If this is so, there is a common law also. If this is so, we are fellow citizens. If this is so, we are members of some political community. If this is so, the world is in a manner a state. For of what other common political community will anyone say that the whole human race are members? From thence, from this common political community comes also our very intellectual faculty and reasoning faculty and our capacity for law. Or whence do they come? For as my earthly part is a portion given to me from certain earth, and that which is watery from another element, and that which is hot and fiery from some peculiar source. For nothing comes out of that which is nothing, as nothing also returns to non-existence. And so also the intellectual part comes from some source. Death is such as generation is, a mystery of nature, a composition out of the same elements, and a decomposition into the same, and altogether not a thing of which any man should be ashamed. For it is not contrary to the nature of a reasonable animal, and not contrary to the reason of our constitution. It is natural that these things should be done by such persons. It is a matter of necessity, and if a man will not have it so, he will not allow the fig tree to have juice. But by all means bear this in mind, that within a very short time both thou and he will be dead, and soon you are whole. There is no need of anybody else to complete you. We'll go aright, and fresh, and water all be.
Hello, mister.
Hi there.
See you, Jose Guillermo.
The eye does not at all trio that
It counts you almost $1,000 a month in a household of 4 on food stamps. Just sitting back, existing, no work requirement whatsoever. That should never have been allowed. That's what I've seen.
refute what a lot of these dingbats are saying and stating, and the fact that they don't understand Jewish philosophy, I would say, is, you know, one of the reasons why they're so politically polarized.
Well, anytime you bring up Tanya, it's a beautiful thing. If you have a passage, I'm sure it'll help the entire room, especially Prophet Seneca.
Well, I was playing the Chinese flute to Prophet Seneca, and he said, you know, I wish you could contribute something, but I was playing the flute. Music, politic, magic, rhetoric, you know, all these words that end with a C, Islamic, they all deal with intelligence. So I can read some Tanya if you want.
Well, there's Prophet Seneca's road, so him, although it is beautiful stuff. I just have to mention, go ahead and read it if you like me. For anybody in the room who might care, I had kosher Persian food 2 nights ago, and it was one of the most delicious experiences of my life. It wasn't cheap, by the way. It was on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. The place is called Eshel, Shel, and it was just a gorgeous experience. Beautiful kosher Jewish Persian experience. It gave me hope, by the way. And while I was there, we were talking about the fact that even today there are many synagogues in Iran or Persia. So I have hopes of the reach out. Sorry to interject my culinary travels, but I do want to give it time.
Yeah, I had some Persian food at this place called Kebabi here in Chicago. Wow, ecstasy.
I agree with you on the ecstasy, but what's some leftovers, huh?
Okay, this is interesting. This is what the commentary says. The only thing that is eternal is love. This love is the beloved and the lover. You are not to make any efforts in this relationship. When you are in front of your beloved, this beloved will not ask you to make any effort. This beloved will take care of you, and whatever she does, you will accept it. At that time, you will not think what is going on, because in love, there is no dialogue. In love, there is no dialogue, no question, no answer. Simply both are quiet. You are quiet, and your beloved is quiet. And something great is about to happen now. You have to wait. When you don't make any separation between the beloved and the lover, you have found the secret. That you have never been separated from anything. This is all you have to do. Did you get this secret?
Beautiful, John.
I'm verifying you are human. You have violated X's policy. Verify your email every single day. $307,804.
Refute what a lot of these dingbats are saying and stating, and the fact that they don't understand Jewish philosophy. I would say is, one of the reasons why they're so politically polarized.
Well, anytime you bring up Tanya, it's a beautiful thing. If you have a passage, I'm sure it'll help the entire room, especially Prophet Seneca.
Well, I was playing the Chinese flute to Prophet Seneca, and he said, I wish you could contribute something, but I was playing the flute. Music, politic, magic, rhetoric, all these words that end with a C, Islamic, they all deal with intelligence. So I can read some Tanya if you want.
Well, it's Prophet Seneca's room, so I want to be guided by him, although it is beautiful stuff. I just have to mention, go ahead and read it if you like me. To anybody in the room who might care, I had kosher Persian food 2 nights ago, and it was one of the most delicious experiences of my life. It wasn't cheap, by the way. It was on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. The place is called Shle, S-H-E-L, and it was just a gorgeous experience. Beautiful kosher Jewish Persian experience. It gave me hope, by the way. And while I was there, we were talking about the fact that even today there are many synagogues in Iran or Persia. So I have hopes of the region. I'm sorry to interject my culinary travels, but I do want to give it time.
Yeah, I had some Persian food at this place called Kebabi here in Chicago. Wow, ecstasy.
I agree with you on the ecstasy, but with some leftovers, huh?
Okay, this is interesting. This is what the commentary says. The only thing that is eternal is love. This love is the beloved and the lover. You are not to make any efforts in this relationship. When you are in front of your beloved, this beloved will not ask you to make any effort. This beloved will take care of you, and whatever she does, you will accept it. At that time, you will not think what is going on, because in love, there is no dialogue. In love, there is no dialogue, no question, no answer. Simply both are quiet. You are quiet, and your beloved is quiet. And something great is about to happen now. You have to wait. When you don't make any separation between the beloved and the lover, you have found the secret. That you have never been separated from anything. This is all you have to do. Did you get this secret?
Beautiful, John. Alexander, I don't know, maybe you should come up. I mean, it's weird to say that the fact that a nation exists and has an identity is propaganda. It's an actual fact. But, Prophet, over the course of this past, 40 minutes or so, I'm starting to take you seriously. I thought you were sort of semi-trolling. And I think the mention of the word pork is a bit haram, so it makes me a little uncomfortable. But again, it's your choice, and I know you have a point. But
Hello, Mr.
Hi there. Would you like to sign my petition?
Constitution, read by candidate Congressman John Kitover. Each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors, equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress, but no senator or representative or person holding an office of trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed an elector. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for two persons, of whom one at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. And they shall make a list of all the persons voted for, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify, and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and House of Representatives, open all the certificates, and the votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the President, if such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, and if there be more than one who have such majority, and have an equal number of votes, then the House of Representatives shall immediately choose by ballot one of them for President. And if no person have a majority, then from the five highest on the list the said House shall in like manner choose the President. But in choosing the President, the votes shall be taken by states, the representation from each state having one vote. Quorum for this purpose shall consist of a member or members from 2/3 of the states, and a majority of all the states shall be necessary to a choice. In every case, after the choice of the President, the person having the greatest number of votes of the electors shall be the Vice President. But if there should remain two or more who have equal votes, the Senate shall choose from them by ballot the Vice President. The Congress may determine the time of choosing the electors, and the day on which they shall give their votes, which day shall be the same throughout the United States. No person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to the office of President. Neither shall any person be eligible to that office who shall not have attained to the age of 35 years and been 14 years a resident within the United States. In case of the removal of the President from office or of his death, resignation, or inability to discharge the powers and duties. Constitution, read by candidate Congressman John Kitover. Each state shall appoint in such manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors, equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress, but no senator or representative or person holding an office of trust or profit under the United States shall be appointed an elector. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for two persons, of whom one at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. And they shall make a list of all the persons voted for, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify, and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and House of Representatives, open all the certificates, and the votes shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the President, if such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, and if there be more than one who have such majority, and have an equal number of votes, then the House of Representatives shall immediately choose by ballot one of them for President. And if no person have a majority, then from the five highest on the list the said House shall in like manner choose the President. But in choosing the President, the vote shall be taken by states, representation from each state.
forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may...
Hi, this
Hi, you Christiana Schaefer.
Ephraim, Iran, welcome to my room. Raise your hand if you'd like to speak. Ephraim, my good friend.
Thank you for calling.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 847.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Getting in the shower.
You're what?
About to take a shower.
Oh, I won't keep you. Oh, I was just wondering if you wanted to join my meditation work with John Kitover, candidate Congressman, or in my clubhouse.
I mean, I'm gonna be in the shower for about 10 minutes, and then I gotta go pick up my son here.
Yeah, just listen. No, play me while you're in the shower, and then we'll be doing the meditation work. But go to my room. It's under John. Okay, bye. Heather. This is my campaign coordinator in Rockford. Who is that? Is that Rich? Yep.
customer you are calling is not available.
Damn. That's my camp. That's who got me all the signatures in Rockford. So I have to go drive these petitions down to Springfield, and I'm gonna stop in Peoria outside of LaHood's office and shoot a bunch of videos and get more signatures down there. But the only problem about getting signatures is I have to get them notarized and binded, or add them to the binding. And that's the challenge, is finding a notary on Monday morning in Springfield or in Peoria. It could be a challenge finding somebody to stamp these stupid petitions. And that's kind of what I'm worried about, where it's like I do a lot of work and then I can't even get a notary. That's what's like upsetting me, is like to do all that work and not get them notarized. It's a problem. This is my mom.
Johnny? Oh, kid. Hi, kiddo.
Hey Mom, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm reading an article about a 6-year-old taking a gun to school and shooting the teacher, a 23-year-old teacher. Went through her hand and into her chest. And the bullet can't be removed, otherwise there would be more problems. Can you believe it?
Well, what's the good news?
Yeah. Good news is I went out on a beautiful sunny walk, and the city of Rio Rancho is brush hogging all the brush along the path, making it beautiful. There's a house being built on the corner of the street, and I'm good. I'm healthy. Are you healthy?
Healthy, happy, ready to go to Springfield.
Really? Oh.
You want to fly out? You want to fly out here this weekend and go to Springfield with me to drop off my petitions for Congress? Take some photos with me. Me and my mom depositing our petitions for Congress.
I'm not a very photogenic person, as you already know. Might spoil your chances.
Well, we'll dress you up as Uncle Sam. We'll put a flag around you, get you a big torch and a Liberty hat. You'll go viral.
Fool out of me.
Well, they can't.
That sounds like fun.
It is a lot of fun. You want to fly up here? Fly up here tomorrow, and we'll do the road trip.
Could I stay with you for a couple of days?
Yeah.
After that?
You'll have to. I mean.
To make it worth my while?
Yeah,
I don't
you
have
can.
anything on the front end of the calendar.
I'll send you the Airbnb link. You can book the reservation and leave me a review afterwards.
John is the greatest Airbnb host. He put me to work, and I cleaned everything and fixed everything and made it nice for you. Thank you, John, for putting me to work, spending your inheritance, and making this Airbnb great again.
Actually, I do have like a free Alaska. Let me see whose points they are. Does Alaska fly to you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Let me see what the tickets for. It's from that trip we made at Christmas.
I can check Google Flights real fast if you want.
It still has the points. Sounds like fun. Will you pick me up at the airport?
Yeah.
Because, I don't have the app to do whatever it is.
Albuquerque, New Mexico. Leaving tomorrow.
maybe
gosh.
between January 23 and 24. Maybe
It's expensive.
you
Woo!
otherwise your airline.
Oh, you could stay for my birthday, actually.
Oh yeah, I could be there for your birthday. I was just thinking about that last night.
Oh man, that's a lot of time with you. Yikes.
Me?
I'd have to lock you up. I'd have to lock you up downstairs to put some borderland boundaries between us.
Admit to yourself if you can handle it or not.
Oh, I can handle it because I could just, give you a set of keys. It's no problem.
Oh man, I just saw that ticket thing. It's in here.
$908 round
Okay,
trip.
well, what's the price that's giving you from here to there?
It's a direct flight, nonstop, 2 hour, 52 minutes, $908 round trip, United Airlines.
900?
$900?
No way. What airlines are you looking at?
United Airlines round trip. It's $450 each.
Well, don't go with United.
Oh, it's
Go with
the cheapest.
Southwest.
It's the cheapest.
It is not.
November
There's
1st.
nothing going on in the world right now that the price should be that high.
That's what it says. I mean, if you think about it, if you drove here and you drove back, that could be $1,500 in fuel, So it's always cheaper to
Not
fly.
really. I just filled my car up from empty for $36 just a couple days ago.
Well, you only get 300 miles every fill up. Anyways, we don't need to do the cost comparison stuff because I don't work for the government anymore. I'm trying to work for the government again, actually, yeah.
That little ticket that I had it on in my address book. Okay, well, I've got a couple of mirrors getting hung. They're on their way over here. While they're doing their thing, I'll look up what that little receipt is I have in my book, and then I'll get back to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, good.
Okay, talk to you.
All right. Everything else good? Did you settle out with your IRS job?
No, they haven't emailed me back yet.
Really? They're just stringing you along. They're waiting for you to drop out.
No,
That's
they
my
have
guess.
they have to respond. I submitted everything and they accepted it all.
Yeah. They kind of. I don't know if their hands are tied.
Well, the government is supposedly shut down, but they still processed my response during the shutdown. So all I can do is wait and see. And then I have a hearing with Illinois unemployment coming up November 4th, I think, on telephone. So if they don't show up, I might win by default, and that's like, $10,000. So that'll be really nice.
Huh. Well, for that kind of money, don't you think they would show up?
If the government's shut down, who the hell knows? They might not show up.
Well, that's true. Because if people aren't getting paid, well, if it resumed and somebody didn't show up for that case, somebody would get fired for throwing that money down the tube.
I don't think you understand. The federal government shouldn't even show up at a state of Illinois unemployment hearing. Like, it's beyond them. They should just, unless it's personal, I don't think they're going to show up. They might get told to show up, but we'll find out because they literally, it's got to be my manager and or her manager. If not, they have absolutely no context whatsoever. It's just some random person they have to present their evidence.
That's hopeful thinking. I want you to realize that is what you are doing. Is you are hoping for that outcome.
All I can say is it's like going to the casino. You place your bet. I did the work. If they show up, if the judge sides with me or the judge sides with them, in my experience, the judges generally side with the employees. That's my experience.
Yeah, but you've caused them so much grief. That's where a judge said
So if
Okay,
you,
and we're saying I come tomorrow or what?
yeah, tomorrow, because then we will drive to Peoria, and you and I are going to get more signatures for the campaign.
All right, and when would I come home? They're here.
Next Sunday. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Wow, my mom's going to help me get like on that ballot. If she does, that would be amazing. Maybe my sister wants to go? Let's call sister up. Let's call sister up. USA, USA.
What up?
Yo!
Yo.
I just talked to Mom. She said she might fly in tomorrow and go to Springfield with me to drop off my petitions.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 400 signatures short, unfortunately.
Oh
Yeah, so it's possible that I can get the signatures this weekend in Peoria, which is right next to Springfield, and we'll see. We shall see.
no. Ooh. Did you tell her that?
Yeah, she knows.
That's so much grief.
When are you driving down there?
Saturday.
Okay. Oh man. Do you have people out there working signatures right now?
I'm trying.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about her coming to do that with you?
Oh my God, I have no one, Samantha. Like everybody that I can think of that I've already asked, you know, like just having anybody to say, yes, I would love to help you is like, you know, invaluable.
Aw, that's cool.
So, you know, but the signatures have to be in Monday by 5 p.m. and it's a little complicated because after you get a petition filled out, it has to be notarized, numbered, and put in the binder. It has to be professionally binded. So on Monday, if we get, you know, 400 more signatures, Monday I have to get 40 petition sheets notarized, put into the binding, and then delivered. So
you might want to make an appointment with your notary now.
Oh, that's smart. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because it'd be hard to find one on Monday on the spot. And I would also, if you already have, you know, your certain signatures, and maybe you can get them put into the format that you need now. So you only have so many to do at the end. You already know what format, you know, to put it in.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't do administrative shit on Monday.
No, I'm organized and ready now. I'm ready to submit now. I didn't realize I was short until we looked at the numbers again. I thought I was at 700. The Democrats only have to get 700 plus signatures. The Republicans have to get 1555.
Oh wow.
So I'm short, and I'm like, oh my God, I could have got the numbers you know, 4 weeks ago.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm upset about it, but
Aw.
yeah, it's not the end of the world because it's kind of ridiculous that Democrats only have to get 700, so I can make it an issue and just complain about it. But at least I have, you know, John Kitover as a candidate, like branded. So for the next election, if I run here in Chicago, I can personally get the signatures and just do it all at the Jefferson Park Blue Line stop because it's a few blocks away. So, you know, my chances of winning each time improve because you stop wasting so much time on such unnecessary things.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, eventually it just becomes, you know, very automated when you run. But I'm just not at that level. I mean, I have the voter registration database of 600,000 voters in the district, but the data is like unusable. Like I can't extract the emails, I can't extract the phone numbers. There's things I cannot do. And friends who I thought could help me, you know, they're only good for a text message back and forth saying, when do you want to go out? That's it. Anyways, what's new with you? How are you doing?
I'm good. I was just actually acknowledging it's your birthday soon.
Yeah, and Mom said she'd stay for my birthday, so she might fly out that Sunday.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I have the perfect housing arrangement where she gets a set of keys, and you know, I control the walls on my barriers and my boundaries on my little castle. But I think I can live with her if she has her little meditation bubble, and I have my meditation bubble.
It's definitely a practice every time.
Yeah. So how was grandmother's birthday?
It was okay. There was like a luncheon at a restaurant, and there was a lot of noise that was going on at that restaurant, like a whole bunch of just ridiculous things that were happening that made the party not go like super smooth. Most people didn't care, but like at the same time, it was kind of like a small party, but we were at like a really long table, you know, like 12 of us. And then mom powered through like 3 cocktails in like an hour. She was fucking plastered. So we didn't continue, Farrah and Mom and I, to the second party, which was at the retreat where she lives at. And then one night, Mom and I went over to Pat and Linda's hotel, and we had some drinks by the poolside over there. And then the next morning, I drove to Sherry, Terry, Tracy, and Carl's rental and hung out with them for a couple hours before I started driving home. And the drive home, honestly, without Mom was better in the sense that it wasn't any more like road trip time for me. Like I had planned out like activities for us to stop every, you know, hour or so. Whereas like when I was by myself, I was just like, nope, I'm just driving home. Gas, P stops, and sleeping when I need to.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did it. For me, driving down to Mom's house, now that I've done it like 3 times, it's like 2 nights sleeping on the road, but like if you leave Wednesday, you'll be there Friday. If you leave Friday, you'll be there Sunday. Like, it's not so bad.
I hate driving personally. Like I dread even this 4 or 5 hour drive to Springfield and back. But my car is not, it shakes at 65 miles an hour, and I'm pretty sure it's the struts I have to replace. I did the brakes, I did the tires, but if Mom does fly here, I mean, I was thinking just taking it myself, you know, like it's reliable enough, because it did make it to Peoria and back, but yeah. But anyways, even
I've gotten really good rental car prices on Toro.
Yeah.
Instead of like a regular car rental, but people usually rent really old cars on there too for more like local driving.
I checked Toro. There was nothing like close by that I could find when I checked last time, but I'll probably do Hertz or enterprise, and just get a.
And whose cell phone? Do you have T-Mobile by any chance?
Yeah.
Dude, T-Mobile has amazing deals through the app. Go to benefits, and like from there you click a link into like a car rental, hotel prices, really good discounts through T-Mobile.
Yeah, I don't use the T-Mobile app. I've always just never found any use for it, but
There kind of isn't, but they do have really good perks. I've used them.
So what else is new? What are you gonna do with your life now as, Samaritan?
Yeah.
Are you meditating?
Not regularly like TM style now, but other micro forms of it, yes. In fact, I'm doing it right now. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to answer that question. Like, I'm not really sure if anything changes. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with being Samaritan, but, I do apply for jobs, hear back from nothing. I'm taking a class, a 4-week class in November through December. We're going to spend the winter in Forks, doing winter fishing. So a lot of December, January, February, some of March, we'll be here. And that's about as far as in advance I'm looking at.
Well, you don't have to go anywhere to get to paradise.
That's right. Just close your eyes.
Exactly.
I'm in paradise.
Paradise Now.
ParadiseNow.com.
I saw a guy once wearing a shirt and it said Nirvana on it. And I was like, "Sir, what does that t-shirt mean? What does Nirvana mean?" And he was like, "It means paradise, bro." And I was like, Nirvana, 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 Nirvana. It's basically a mantra to, stop thinking. And then you can get back to paradise.
It's just hard to stay there sometimes in certain situations for certain people.
I know. That's why people like their bubbles. And they don't want outside emotional drama coming in. I read a good quote. It said, "You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather."
Ooh. That's a good one.
Isn't it? I was like, whoa.
Did Dad acknowledge your card?
Yeah, he texted me.
Cool.
I sent him a text with Trump that said, "Thank you, Jordan."
Yeah, 79 years old.
Yeah, that might have been his 80th for a minute. And then I was like, oh no, maybe I really shouldn't send him a card. But I just sent him some graphic design piece that I made.
I sent him a real card in the mail, but I haven't heard that he got it. Have you talked to Earl?
I texted him. He didn't text me back.
No? Might be rotting inside the house. No one's found him yet.
We should all be so lucky.
The what?
I told him once, I was like, "Do you realize all we're doing is preparing our tombs?"
Does he realize how negative his outlook is, even though it's me?
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, well, at least he's got, daughters, and he created a lot of people.
Oh, Mom's calling me. She's probably calling to tell me about Chicago. You want me to take that?
Do the 3-way.
I don't know if I can. Let's see, hold on. Hello?
Hi, Pumpkin.
Hi, Big Pumpkin.
How's your face?
It's really good.
Oh, yeah? How long did it take for that swelling to come down?
I still nice, but every day it's like less and less and less and less.
And it looks good, huh?
Yeah, my skin looks very dewy and glowy.
I bet you that's what I've seen on some other women in pictures.
Mm-hmm.
How perfect they look.
Mm.
Beautiful. I got a call from John just now.
John's on the line right now. I was just talking to him. He called to tell me that you're going to Chicago tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's why I called you.
Okay.
Because I can use those points finally, but I need your help.
Okay.
If you have time. Now, the flights from Midway are far better. I can get a non-stopper for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't get that at O'Hare. O'Hare's are 8 hours. You gotta go to Dallas or Denver.
That's because you're trying to use your Southwest points?
Yeah, I am gonna try and use those, but going to Midway, they're the only ones that have that nice 8:10 in the morning flight, and you get there at 11:50.
Okay.
Why is John calling you to tell you?
He's on the phone with us right now. He hasn't said hi yet. Yeah.
Perfect.
John?
Johnny's here.
Oh, God.
Oh, geez. John, you got any drugs when I get there?
No, we gotta stay sober. We'll be dealing with the Illinois State Police as we make our way to Springfield to deposit the petitions.
Oh. So you heard that, John. There's an 8:10 in the morning arriving at 11:50 at Midway.
Yeah.
Is that doable for you?
Would it be possible to Uber or taxi from Midway to me?
She doesn't have a...
Possible, but I don't know. I told you earlier I don't have that app.
Well,
Yeah, she doesn't have the ability to call an Uber. She'd have to just do a taxi. But if you're ready to head down to Springfield, John, why don't you pick her up and you guys just keep going?
Well, that's the thing is,
We're heading south.
well, we're not going to Springfield. We're going to Peoria to spend the weekend there to get more signatures. So, we're not in any, time constraints. I'm just saying that if we were to do that, I'd have to get the rental car, and it's like, but I'm just saying, for me to get to Midway is a pain in the butt, and my car, I'm just asking, I would rather pay for you to take a taxi to me. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. But how do I do that, you guys? How do you a real taxi?
Yeah, like just outside, regular taxi.
Do they still have them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, airports still have regular taxis.
Oh, okay. I could do that, John. So, John, if I arrive at 11:50, I'd probably be to your door at your apartment at 12:30, somewhere between 12 and 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's no problem. And as soon as you get here, we'll put your stuff in the unit below, and you can relax for a minute, and then we'll go get a nice lunch at this place called Sweet Cafe here in Jefferson Park.
Oh, okay. And then we head out from there on Saturday?
We can leave Friday or Saturday. If we leave Friday, we can get signatures there Friday night.
Yeah. I'll leave that up to you. Okay?
Yeah, we can talk
Are
about
you
it.
sure, John?
Oh,
Now,
this
what's
is.
the date you want me to go home?
I was thinking you could leave the next Sunday if you wanted to stay here for a whole week. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
I would like to stay a week. I could help you around there.
Oh
Or,
yeah.
I don't know, we could play.
Do you know how to pour epoxy?
Yeah, it's self-leveling. Where is it needed? On the basement floor?
Yeah, in the basement studio unit, I ripped all the carpeting out.
And there's cracks in the floor?
No, I mean it's pretty. It's you just see it. I can send you photos.
Well, epoxy is. I thought you had like a crack or something. I can't epoxy a whole floor. I I'd probably die inhaling the stuff. That's what your goal is, isn't it?
You want to become a permanent fixture in the floor?
Very clever. I see.
Yeah, I got this guy. I'm gonna send him some photos because I have to send an itemization to Airbnb by November 1st. So, anyways.
Well, we'll talk about that when I get there. I'll have to look and see what your thinking is on that.
Yeah, there's certain ways to think about it. I'm not sure, what the best way to do. There's so many variables, but
I'm full of ideas. You
Well,
got the right person.
if my philosophy,
Modify.
if it's not broke, don't fix it, and just go with the cheapest way to fix it and get it back.
You two.
Get it back on Airbnb
I got
as quick
it,
as
I got
possible.
All right, Samantha, can you make that trip happen with my points?
We're gonna have to get you logged into Southwest. So, do you happen to know your password to the website? Do you have it written down?
Oh, of course. Let me What are you doing?
I'm not really sure you have points. That's the first thing for us to
I
check.
do. I'm looking at them. I got 19,192.
Where do you see that? On an email?
I got it on a piece of paper. All right, so I see. Oh, I've got cookbook and a Swim Girl 1.
Swim Girl 1. Okay, I need to go grab my computer, and let me try all this, and then Mom, I'll call you back.
Okay, and I have the tracking number and the certified code. I got all of it.
What is your return date? The 6th? Tomorrow to the 6th?
No, stay till like the 8th. Just that Sunday, maybe.
The next Sunday, Sam.
Okay.
Okay, and a non-stopper.
Of
Yeah,
course. You're gonna have to go back, take a taxi back down to Midway.
Oh no,
obviously,
I
to
can
catch
drive.
that too.
I can drive her back there. That's no problem. If we checked United, it was $900 round trip, so $450.
I also don't think 19,000 is gonna be enough for a round tripper. But
Oh, let me
look and see.
Okay.
All right, you guys. All right.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
This is the John Kitover podcast. I'm putting my mom to work on the campaign trail. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your mother. Change that from you can't pick your relatives. Fix up your contacts. Get rid of duplicates to keep your contacts useful. No thanks. Okay, this is meditation work with John Kitover, Canada Congressman.
I agree with you when it comes to like going to doctors to asking about things, but when is the last time any of your primary care doctors talked about parasites to you? If you ask your doctor, can we test for parasite? The answer is why? If you go to CDC website says 60 to 70 million Americans have parasites and they don't know.
We left.
It's on CDC's website that 60 billion out of 300, that's a big person that their doctor said, let's check or let's treat you for parasites. They don't test for parasites. They don't treat parasites. If you ask your doctor, they're going to question you why you want it. That's what I did. I even said earlier, when I saw these groups, I was so skeptical.
Happiness is our natural
I
state.
thought these people are crazy.
Happiness
I went to
is
my
the
doctor
natural
and she
state
asked
of
me
little
why I want to
children.
be tested. And I
To
told her
whom
why.
the kingdom
And she
belongs
literally
until they have been polluted and contaminated by the stupidity of clubhouse society and culture. To acquire happiness, you don't have to do anything, because happiness cannot be acquired. Does anybody know why? Because we have it already. How can you acquire what you already have? Then why don't you experience it? Because you've got to drop something. You've got to drop illusions. You don't have to add anything in order to be happy. You've got to drop something. Life is easy. Life is delightful. It's only hard on your illusions, your ambitions, your greed, your cravings. Do you know where these things come from? From having identified with all kinds of labels. Whoever realizes that the six senses aren't real, that the five aggregates are fictions, that no such thing can be located anywhere in the body, understands the language of Buddhas. Like a magician's illusions, dreams and a moon reflected in water, all beings and their environments are empty of inherent existence, though not solidly existent. All these appear like water bubbles coming forth and walking.
Waiting for the birth rate to turn around and Social Security payments moving.
Presently, you think you are mixed up with the mind and are trying to disentangle yourself from the turmoil of thoughts. And both the mind and the one trying to disentangle itself share the same unreality. Both are imagined inside the unchanging. What perceives this is the real. The description is not the described. It is not the described.
Less and less and less and less. And it looks good, huh? Yeah, my skin looks very dewy and glowy.
I bet you that's what I've seen on some other women in pictures. Perfect they look. Beautiful. I got a call from John just now.
John's on the line right now. I was just talking to him. He called to tell me that you're going to Chicago tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's why I called you.
Okay.
Because I can use those points finally. But I need your help.
Okay.
If you have time. Now, the flights from Midway are far better. I can get a non-stopper for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
To like a car rental, hotel prices, really.
Them so much grief.
Wait, that's some good Kitover content here.
Teacher.
Content for like months. This nigga's 60. Like, you know how much shit you can do in 60 years? I got all of it. So now these niggas will sit on the app straight docs and meet me. I'm gonna have to ask for it. I'm really not charged up. While these niggas was on the app fake docs and me keep
Derek, let me finish. There's something
I start real docs.
We only have access to the information that we are either given or seek out, right? That is true. Doctors and no.
The homie defeat. It just defeated the people of White, right? I don't teach this in the schools over there. You said what? They don't teach this in the schools over there. Something about they do. What are you talking about? I went to secondary school.
They don't teach.
Secondary school.
They don't teach.
We
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And on top of that, Luke 14:23.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 23. The Lord said unto the servant, go out, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and come. The Lord has not been. And the lover, you have found the secret, but you have never been separated from anything. This is all you have to do. Did you get this secret? Honor everything. Let everything be exactly the way it is. Honor all and leave all alone. Let pain persist. Allow rage to roar, tension to taunt, and anxiety to annihilate. If you can do this, all the illusory guards blocking God will die. What will be left, my friend, is the fearless state. The end of the fear of love. This absolute intimacy of pure experiencing is what we call love. It is the absence of distance, separation.
How much credibility can you give Jesus Christ?
There is no room for two there. Love is the experience of pure non-duality.
Addressing this parasite. We have 60 million people chronically ill with common parasites, and we hide it. They posted it, they hide it themselves.
That's just one. That's just one parasite. Can you share it in the chat?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna post the link. I have the screenshot.
Did somebody say parasite?
Yes, Dr. John. How can we help you?
Well, don't forget the host, because it takes a host to have a parasite. I thought we had enough, and after organizing it and getting everything notarized and counted and numbered, and then, publishing that, I was notified that, the real number is 1555, 1555. We have 1170. And so, Roger Mayhem and his research as a campaign manager and other people were looking at the Democrat number, which is only 700. So we made a fatal flaw and an error in this campaign. We are short because we could have gotten to 1555 just 3 weeks ago. I had people on the ground that were crushing it. And unfortunately, we are now short. However, my mom is flying here tomorrow, and we're driving to Peoria, which is next to Springfield, Illinois, and we will hopefully get 400 more, and I'm going to schedule a notary for Monday morning, get them notarized, put them in the back of the binding, number them, and submit by 5 p.m. Monday. So we are close. We are very close. And I think this weekend, getting 400 signatures, and then now my Rockford circulator is texting me. So it's all just logistics at this point to submit, but we're very close to meeting the requirements and challenging Darren LaHood. Hi, Marshall. Great cheetah jacket there, sir.
I love you. I'm gonna let Edmund elevate the room now. John, give us some poetry, please. 60 seconds. So yeah, 60 seconds.
Okay, this comes from love. The only thing that is eternal is love. This love is the beloved and the lover. You are not to make any efforts in this relationship. When you are in front of your beloved, this beloved will not ask you to make any effort. This beloved will take care of you, and whatever she does, you will accept it. At that time, you will not think what is going on, because in love, there is no dialogue. In love, there is no dialogue, no question, no answer. Simply both are quiet. You are quiet, and your beloved is quiet. And something great is about to happen now. You have to wait. When you don't make any separation between the beloved and the lover, you have found the secret that you have never been separated from anything. This is all you have to do. Did you get this secret?
Thank you, Mr. Kitover. Is that the right one, Liberty?
Is what the right one? Yeah, it's the one from Cat Liberty.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, this is where I think that different people have a different like schema of the world. You know, like I have a sincerely held belief that the federal agencies oriented around public health actually want people to be healthy. I do. I genuinely believe that. I don't think that they're hiding things from us. I think that there's some institutional biases related to, you know, corporate funding, blah blah blah. But like that's just me. That's just my personal opinion, is that the agencies in the government around public health are trying to do what's best for us. Not that they always succeed, but that it is a data-driven process.
Do you think I disagree with that?
I don't necessarily. I think that this is more directed at the professor, just because there was sort of a claim levied that the CDC was hiding this, or that like didn't want us to see it, or you know. So I think that it's probably true that, you know, a good up to 40% of the population either has or has been exposed to Toxoplasma gondii, you know, and hasn't experienced toxoplasmosis, because it's like the parasite. If you have cats, like you're just exposed to it all the time, you know. Right. Like, and I just think that the claim by the sort of powers that be in the health community is that, yeah, you can have this bug and you can have it in you, and your body will probably just eliminate it, kill it, or it's not going to cause you serious issues. Like, this is the same thing with like mold or Pseudomonas bacteria, where it's even C. diff, you know. Like, I think it's something like 1/4 of people have Clostridium difficile in their nose, you know. And so it's just a matter of or even methicillin resistant Staph aureus, like all of these things.
What about the fungus known as Democratic coccus?
We're surrounded by bugs all the time that our immune system is trying to handle. And so I guess I just wonder, like, why would this one be special? Like I could be convinced why we should all care about Toxoplasma, and like I could be convinced that we should all be taking some sort of antiparasitic medicine. So that,
but how do you feel right now?
But we probably
if the patient doesn't feel sick, you can't treat him for anything.
Well, I mean, just put Mr. Kitover back in the audience.
But we probably also have to get rid of all our cats, you know. So I don't know. I guess I don't know what the take-home message is. Am I supposed to walk away from this conversation being like, wow, the CDC is trying to hide the fact that we all have parasites? Or am I supposed to walk away from this going like, okay, yeah, I mean, we're all exposed to stuff all the time, and if you have a good immune system, you should be fine.
I think for me, the takeaway would be, if they got pushback for putting it up and they took it down, and I I agree with you. I think it's relatively something that, our bodies are meant to defend. It's not that big a deal, but if they're doing that on things that aren't that big a deal, are they doing that on things that are a bigger deal?
But if it was a bigger deal, wouldn't they be? To me, like when I'm reading this article, if they got, I don't know specifically the nature of the pushback that they got, but I could be not surprised if it was like, yo, people don't understand that this parasite is probably mostly harmless for most people, and people are going to get really freaked out. So like, you find a different way to word it, Like that isn't necessarily misrepresenting the truth. I think sometimes you have to acknowledge the fact that the general population can make really stupid decisions sometimes.
Cat parasite.
I do. I genuinely believe that. I don't think that they're hiding things from us. I think that there's some institutional biases related to,
Let me give you guys an example.
corporate funding, blah blah blah. But
When
like,
I was in
that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. Is that the agencies of the government around public health are trying to do its best for us. Not that they always succeed, but that it is a data-driven process.
To go see.
Do you think I disagree with that?
At the university, and
I
he was
don't
condescending
necessarily. I think
and
that this is
dismissed
more
me.
directed at
So
the professor, just
and,
because
3 days,
there was
go
sort of a
by,
claim
and it's
levied that
Friday
the
afternoon.
CDC was hiding
And
this,
his
or
office calls me,
that like didn't want us to
and she
see
said,
it,
we
or
need you to come in
you know,
and take a
so
blood
I
test.
think that it's
And I'm like,
probably
I'm
true
3.5
that
hours away, I can't
you know,
do that.
a good
And she said, well,
up to 40% of the population either has or has been
and she said, you have
exposed to
syphilis.
Toxoplasma gondii,
Okay.
or it hasn't experienced
What?
toxoplasmosis
You have
because it's like
syphilis. So we need to
the parasite. If you
your
have
blood.
cats, like you're just exposed to it all the time.
And I don't know how was this like.
And I just think that
This was like a year or two before
the claim
everything came.
by the
So I
sort
got in my
of
car and I
powers
drove
that
40
be in
minutes
health
into town
community
to
is
the
that
bookstore.
yeah,
And
you
I
can have
bought
this
a
bug
manual.
and you can have it in you,
Took it
and
home
your body
and
will probably
just
just
studied it.
eliminate
And I
it, kill
found
it,
out
or
that
it's not going to cause you serious issues. Like this is the same thing with like
10% of
mold
women who
or
have lupus or another
Pseudomonas bacteria, where it's
disease
even
test false positive.
like I think it's something like a quarter of people have clostridium difficile in their nose,
know to do
and
that.
so it's just a
So
matter
I
of
somebody else who is.
or even methicillin resistant staph aureus, like all of these
what happened,
things.
what about the Democratic and said, on behalf of the medical
We're surrounded by bugs all the time that our immune system is trying to handle. And so I guess I just wonder, like, why would this one be special? Like I can be convinced. I can be convinced why we should all care about
and if you're a female,
toxoplasma and like
you are
we should
going
all. I
to
could be
get
convinced that we should all be taking some sort of anti-parasitic
and like I said, it's taking
medicine.
me years
How do you
to
feel right
respect me
now?
and listen to
But we
me.
probably all
And I will never, ever,
You can't treat him for anything.
Ryan just put Mr. Kitover back in the audience.
But we probably also have to get rid of all our. I do. I genuinely believe that. I think
Less and less and less and less. And it looks good, huh? Yeah, my skin looks very dewy and glowy. I bet that.
serendipity back to Candace. I agree that people should ask questions, and I don't have any problem with her. I'm worried about her mental health, but I don't know. Like, part of me thinks it's mental health. I think it could be postpartum psychosis, which would trigger a bipolar episode.
I don't know. Don't you think she's got too much together?
What's going on? Not necessarily. I mean, people when they're manic, they can fool you for a long time. So not necessarily, but the way that she's been like, every single day she accuses somebody different. And like so much of the stuff that she says like makes no sense, like delusional actually. But there's another part of me that thinks maybe she's just so hurt and felt like she was left out, and she's lashing out. So like I've been like following her really close because like I have concern for her. I'm praying for her, but at the same time, like I know that she's hurting Erica, and I know she's hurting people by like blaming them, because she's blamed everybody. Trump, Israel, Erica. I mean, half all of his friends. I mean, she's blamed everybody, and so I would be more open to like listening to her ideas had she stuck to one narrative, but it just changes from day to day. So I'm actually really concerned about her.
What is she saying?
Did you hear about the bees? That story about the bees?
No.
Okay, so she said that she was looking for a Catholic school to send her two kids to. They're 4 and 5, and she was like, went to the school and was trying to ask questions, and they wouldn't answer her questions and looked at her like she was crazy. So she went home and she started like researching the school and the faculty, and she was trying to find out what their hiring process was. Well, then she looked at the friends of the faculty, and one of the faculty members, I guess maybe whoever was going to be her kid's teacher, she looked at who they were associated with. One of her friends was very, very involved in beekeeping, okay? And so she kind of clicked her and found out that she was connected to all these beekeepers, and they were talking about bees, right? And she said that on the beehive, there was a Polish underground demonic symbol on the beehive, and she thought that was really weird. And so, but then she found out that Utah, which is where Charlie was killed, bees are the, I guess, state bug or state insect. And so she connected the two and said, this is too weird. Like, these people that are involved in this beekeeping, this is scary, this is demonic, and now I see the connection and they're connected. I mean, it just completely like delusional. Like, there's no way that that's not delusional. And usually with delusions, there's some truth to something, but your brain just, blows it up. It's not anything that she would be able to help. I really don't think she would make that up, like to grift. I don't think she would make that up. So I'm leaning more towards there's something wrong, but I don't know.
Okay. You could be right. Like I said,
Thank you.
Initially, I thought for sure there was something mental going on with her. And
yeah. I was going to say they have beehives on their state route signs and stuff in Utah. Like all their like their highways and stuff have beehives, like the numbers in a beehive.
And have y'all ever met anybody that actually professionally does beekeeping too? They are kind of a strange, cultish little clique.
True.
Just bee mom in here.
I mean, I've met some serious, major, they provide a lot of honey to retailers and stuff. They are a very strange little subset of farmer.
I mentioned in the chat earlier that I saw a thing online about Charlie Kirk's wife getting some kind of big donation from a shell corporation right before Charlie Kirk died. And I was like, immediately when I saw it, I was like, this looks like some bullshit to me. You know, like red flag immediately went up. And I guess like the thing that I was curious about was because it said that Jasmine Crockett, I think that's her name, the Jasmine Congresswoman from Georgia, I think she's from Georgia. That supposedly she was calling for a federal investigation into this lump sum money that was paid or whatever. And I was like, I feel like if a congressperson was calling for a federal investigation into Charlie Kirk's wife, I would have heard about this because that would be an insane thing to do as a politician in this climate. So I just snopes it.
Candidate Congressman John Kitover, we just got notarized
that was like
at the bank that is handling the campaign of candidate Congressman John Kitover's Parkway Bank.
That shit is so creepy
for helping us get all these
anytime that
notarized.
I
Now we have to spot check them all.
across foreign like psyop propaganda, like it creeps me out so bad. So yeah, it is not true. It is totally made up. I guess there was like multiple versions of it going around, like somewhere Eminem was calling for and and then there was like subsequent posts by other pages. It was like a huge coordinated false news effort where it was like, you know, there was like articles posted later about like the MAGA community is raging about these new allegations about Charlie Kirk's wife, blah blah blah. Like, ugh, I hate living in like this like weird post-truth society that we live in. It's gross.
Sorry guys, I was on the phone. I just want to know, I don't know if you guys talked about the parasite thing.
At first glance,
You said blood work. Blood works don't test for parasites. You need to have a stool test. And just think about it. What's the last time any doctor has done a stool test? They don't do it in America.
Well, it depends on your issue, but not as part of your regular physical.
Yeah, but if 10% of America has parasites, just one type of parasites, you would think, chronic parasites, you would think it's going to be part of our blood tests, right? 10%, 12, 14% is a lot of people.
They do it on dogs.
It's
One of us.
Oh yeah, exactly. They do it on dogs because they have parasites, but they teach us in school.
That
They
you
taught
have
me
never
at
been
University
separated
of
from
California, Irvine.
This is all you have to do.
That's the same thing as
you
UCLA,
get
just
this
in Irvine.
secret?
They taught me we don't have parasites in America. I want my money back. Somebody has to tell me why did they teach?
Thank you, Mr.
I
Kitover.
can't believe this. I learned this year. I learned that we have so many parasites in America.
What will be left,
So,
Mike?
I asked my doctor, this is a while ago, because I was concerned that I had some, because if you have animals, if you walk around barefoot outside, if you live in a community that has lots of animals, if you live in communities that have lots of wildlife, if you eat food that could be contaminated, that you don't know, any kind of restaurant, things like that. So I have a lot of possibilities of having some kind of thing. I haven't traveled outside the country, so was really not that concerned and not exhibiting many symptoms. However, I said when I started looking at doing like gut cleanses and parasite cleanses and stuff like that, I wanted to know all the nitty gritty. So I started doing research on what kind of parasites a person can have, and there's like whipworm and all the worms, and it was really disturbing. But it was also like pinworms. I think I had like almost all the kids when I was a kid. All the kids were treated for pinworms, and there's stuff you can get on the Amazon. So I asked my doctor. I was like, listen, there's all this stuff, all this information. There's all kinds of parasites that could be possibly had. Is there like a one-stop shop for all, like a cleanse for all of the parasites? And they stated no, that there's certain antibiotics that attack certain ones. Yes, you can get like
make the ballot, I will definitely be
a certain medication that makes them paralyzed if you have them. Then they give you some stuff that paralyzes the worms, and then they actually follow up with it to then 6 weeks later that you have to take some more so that it kills like the eggs and things like that. And there's just like I think it's they don't really, unless you exhibit symptoms. There are so many different kinds of poisons to ingest to treat specific kind of parasites. So say that you're having symptoms, they have to do more of a thorough testing, not just one stool sample, but they have several stool samples, and for each kind of parasite, because there's certain things that are given and specific medications that are given for each parasite. So it's more complicated than just a one-stop shop. And there's, of course, natural remedies like wormwood and walnut husk, whatever. That's just a lot of stuff. You can get it all anywhere. So a lot of people have, or what is it, oregano pills. A lot of people do that with that. So I think that's why there's not a one-stop, like this is what you do for all parasites, because it just depends on what it is, how it was ingested, what symptoms you're exhibiting, what all this stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I think that's why it's a more.
Kristen, they do stool tests as a routine, as an annual routine. They do multiple stool tests in different in other countries. It's America that doesn't do it. We know one type of parasite. CDC says 80 million of them have it, right? Yeah. They can test for that one type of parasite to begin with. So you're justified for it. No, it's that, not that. It's just they don't care for parasites. They don't care. They literally don't care.
I just feel like
why they don't care? Because it's a cheap treatment. So people don't like to hear this, but they always say follow the money.
What is the cheap treatment?
Treating parasites is a very treatment. No one cares about treating parasites, addressing parasites.
When I did the research and I talked to the people, it's not though. It's not just only cheap, but there's several different kinds of treatments. So I understand how, I don't know why that information was given to you, because it's not true.
It's given to me in my education. When I took advanced parasitology courses, they taught me all this. It's a very cheap treatment, and that's why we don't care about treating a lot of these parasites like malaria in Africa. And that it's cheap. It's not going to bring money in. They don't care about it. That's what they taught me in school. So that's where I got my information. And yes, it is a cheap. It's a round of anti-parasitic medication. Its stool test is a $50 to $100. That's the cost. It's not like a blood work that costs like $600, $700, $800. So the stool test is very cheap. And then when you treat parasites, yes, you are correct. Not one anti-parasitic medication get rid of all parasites, but anti-parasitic medication, cheap medicines. Ivermectin is one of the rest of them, same price as ivermectin. These are cheap medicine.
This is all just playing right into why. I think this is all playing so well into Mike's point he made earlier. Like, I just think it's like I don't understand. Like, if I said 33% of Americans have Staph aureus on their body, why are we not testing people for Staph aureus? Why are we not testing dogs? Because the treatment for Staph aureus is pretty cheap. And so they want us to be sick. That's why they're not testing us. Like, do you see how easy it is to just, like, fall into that rhetorical trap?
I mean, it's not a trap. If 70% of Americans, they have chronic illnesses. I mean, you can say it's a conspiracy, it's a trap, but we're not a healthy nation. Well, I consider myself healthy. I eat healthy. I only eat organic. I don't eat processed food. And I still have chronic illnesses, and they started in my 30s. So we're not a healthy nation. So something is wrong about our food, about our medicine, about our healthcare system. When 70-80% of people are sick, Liberty, if you had an education in this field, they would teach you that in school. If people are sick, something is wrong. It's simple as that. So there's no trap. This is no conspiracy. We're not healthy people. Majority of Americans, they have multiple health
I have to
problems.
drive to Springfield Monday morning.
This is Joe. I just want to say
6
something.
a.m.
I think
So the
you
petitions
got to
have
get
to
into the
arrive
politics
by
of medicine here.
If not, United States
Now,
Postal
we have
Service, UPS or FedEx.
universal health care now, and when you look at it from the perspective of pharmaceutical agent, a hospital, they're there to make money. They're not there to give you natural treatments that they're not going to make any money off and have all their beds empty. So what I'm hearing is that it is profitable to allow the people to be sick because since they're guaranteed the income for the treatment, which is much more expensive than that person going to a health food store and buying the $15 version of the antibiotic, which is a natural herb. They're going to make $150, $200, $1,000 off that patient. They're going to make more money off the patient by getting them into the Western model of medicine, billing their insurance and checking all the boxes that the insurance company wants them to do. And that is apparently what was happening now. That's my belief, is that that's what's happening now. Western medicine does not have your health in mind. They do want insurance and they do want a repeat customer. A customer cured is a customer lost, or being cured is a customer lost. So anyway,
That is a worldview I do not ascribe to.
Rockford.
I think if there were a pill that we could take that would solve chronic illness forever, I think absolutely there is a company that would jump at the chance to be the ones to create that medicine, and they would do it, and they would sell it, they would give it to every person in the world, they would make $1 million bajillion dollars, and they would retire, and then they would be happy. That's just the nature of capitalism. I understand that there are institutions, but the institutions, capitalism is composed of pieces of separate companies that all have separate interests, that they all want to beat each other. So if you think Pfizer would not jump at the chance to have an instant curable, instantly be able to cure cancer, I will concede that it would have to be patentable, otherwise they wouldn't go there. But they would do it. They would do it, and they'd make a ton of money. So I don't know. To me, I do have an education in this area.
Okay, Rose Canada, John Kitover. Go to johnforcongress.com. Thanks for being here.
So, how much credibility can you give Jesus Christ?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
Go to johnforcongress.com.